Congratulations! Welcome back, everybody! It only took 2 weeks.
Congratulations.
Again.
Oh no.
Yeah? That's what threw you off?
No, you said raisins and it stopped. Your mic stopped for a second. I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
We got
I'm
scared
gone
of the internet again.
Wahoo, hello.
I caught that as well.
Is it me you're looking for?
I just fucking hope
I
not.
can see it in your eyes.
Can you?
Yeah. Your cold, dead eyes.
Game Master Man, please talk.
All right. Well, I was trying to let him finish what he was saying, but I will now begin.
There's nothing
we're
in
gonna
importance.
do
Please end
a
me.
little bit of background.
Please
before we get
end
started. You all, of course, have just dropped in on your new vessels, as I will be now referring to them. Your vessels do have more information that you do not have. So before we drop in, we're just going to give you a little state of the world, as it has been for the past 20 years or so. You are all natives to a land that is known colloquially as Orsha. You have all lived here for a very long time. You all have various backgrounds. You all did come from places before you ascended to the title of druids. However, at this point, you have all drunk the Kool-Aid, so to speak. You are no longer the people that you were prior to attaining your title. While you do have your own thoughts, history, and memories, they get a little jumbled up with the memories and histories of the people who came before you. This includes your true selves, your Matteo, Moravaint, etc. They are one of the many presets inside of your head. It's a little crowded and jumbled up in each of you. However, that being said, you all have been given the notes that your person now embodies as a druid. With that being said, in recent times, there have been a few major developments. One of your kin, Bramble, holder of the Verdant Dagger, has been killed. He died 50 to 100 years ago. He's been dead for a little while. No one has stepped up to take his place, and in the absence of Bramble, the Old Woods themselves have become defenseless. While you all do have your own roles to play within the Order, none of you have the task of defending the forests themselves. And thus, without anyone to defend the forests, other civilizations and groups have begun to cut into the Old Woods, realizing there is nothing to stop them there. That being said, one particular city has risen up to stand this test the best. In the past 50 years or so, they have carved out a lake, begin tunneling into the earth, and burn down a significant amount of the forest in order to create farmland. This has finally gotten the attention of your leaders. I say leaders, plural. There are two. Your deity, the Purifier, who you all very rarely see in person, and much more importantly, they have reached the compass. You all would recognize the compass as a few different things. Counselor, maybe a friend, someone you've worked with for a while, and absolutely 100% your general. He is in charge of all of your tasks. He is in charge of sending you where you are going to go. And on the very rare occasion that you all need to actually collect, he is in charge of setting the itinerary, the meeting place, and telling who has to come where to go. In the past few weeks, your god has sent down the order to all of the druids to be ready to be called, because you are about to do a purification. It is a rare event. While it is obviously the main purpose of your order to keep people from getting out of line, a mass purification like this has only happened a handful of times. With that being said, eventually, the Compass, your general, also known as Teddy, sent out orders to a handful of you to arrive. All the messages sent via Herald. Herald was sent to inform Quake, at the southern mountains, Ember at the northern mountains, and Chroma in the Feywilds, to all collect in the Old Woods just east of the actual Druidic Circle, your home, so to speak, in order to prepare for this operation. As you all arrived, we had entered last time with everyone similarly in the area waiting on your orders. And then when the compass arrived, meeting another individual who up until this point has been very, very quiet. A small human, I'm going to call him a child, I really mean young teenager. But to all of you, he would be an infant compared to your lifespans. He has been at the side of Teddy since the moment they walked in. He has not left Teddy's side since then. And on the very rare occasion he addresses you, it is very brief. He simply hands you whatever he needed, refers to you as Lord whatever your title is, Lord Quake, Lord Herald, etc., and immediately left, as if he was trying to avoid commuting. With all of this being said, after a few days of silent preparations, eventually you would all be called to come and join at the circle. And that is where we left off last week, with everyone entering the area of their own accord to meet the Compass and his new apprentice, trainee, whatever you want to call the child, at the circle. Does anyone have any questions they would like to get to before we pick up there?
No.
Perfect. Exposition time over. With that being
Yay.
said, you all heard the barking order of the general telling you to arrive, asking if everyone is ready, and everyone had confirmed that they are. The general would reach out, grabbing a branch from a nearby tree, and using the leftover powers of Verdant, your fallen brother, using it to form into a wooden table to sit at, along with chairs for each, and rolling out a hand-scrolled parchment of the city nearby. Let me know when everyone can see the map.
Got it.
Good.
All right. Everyone can see? Perfect.
Give me a second.
I love having 3 screens.
Also, I do have icons for each of you at the top right. You do each have control of your own icon for the purposes of moving around the map. You do not have stats. Do not bother.
Do not bother.
I would also like to remind everyone, as there have been some questions about power levels, that you are all essentially deities. As a reminder of mechanics, most of your things will be considered a nat 20. You may consider yourself casting 7th to 8th level spells without cost. You may also consider yourselves in near perfect control of whatever your element is. This does not mean that the enemy will never be successful, but it does mean that whatever you are telling me you will accomplish, as long as it falls within your purview, you will accomplish.
Sorry, I'm having trouble joining the Foundry for some reason.
Oh, it no longer says you're in it. Would you like me to send you a new link? Is that the issue?
Maybe? I'm trying to rejoin now.
Okay, we'll give it a... Oh, I just saw you rejoin.
Okay. I guess I just need to let it load for a second.
It is. I don't see you on the map yet, but I do see that it is connecting. If needed, I can also send you a stable copy of it. In fact, I can go ahead. That.
Oh. Ah! It is
There you go. Okay. All right,
No.
everyone can see the map?
Oh,
Yep.
All right, just for a little bit of perspective, the water at the south right is a large lake. You can see across the lake, barely. You can see the other side on the horizon. The city is a large city. The buildings have been scaled down for the purposes of map making. However, that city, including the outskirts and the farmland, might be similar to the size of the Elorian Citadel. Slightly smaller, but not by much.
Ooh.
This is a large area with multiple noble families. All right. With all of that being said, he would unroll the scroll and gesture to it, and saying, "Congratulations, everyone. We have been sent to work." Is anyone here familiar with this town? No?
Very.
Unfortunately.
Good. In the absence of Verdant, they have carved themselves out some territory. This lake is unnatural. It was blown open by their mages and explosives. This farmland should be restored to woods. However, until the humans have been removed, Foster will not be sent in to allow for that. We have already sent a few of our acolytes in to scout, to inform us of what's going on. Those who were found were captured and executed. We have gotten the orders to purify. Does anyone have any questions as to what I mean? Good. I'd like you all to meet Eowyn, and he tilts his head down to gesture to the boy. He says, "This is Eowyn Honeymead. He's a child of one of the noble families. He has come over here to negotiate with us. He has informed us he would like us to get his family out of the city, and in exchange he has allowed us access and has disabled some of the warding on the outside walls in order to allow us to enter before the fighting begins. I expect you all to treat him with some level of civility. He has taken up training under me, and he is under my protection. Do I make myself clear?" As he says this, he would pointedly gesture towards Ember.
Are you expecting me to say something?
I'm expecting you to confirm what I just said. The boy's family gets out, the boy is left alone. All right. Good to hear it. I took the liberty of having your weapons brought. I assume no one will complain about that. He would gesture to the boy who would go over to the tent and get out a couple of things, bringing over a small silvered rapier inscribed with elvish runes and handing it to Harold. Getting out a large brimstone spear and bringing it to Ember. Delivering to Quake a similar spear made of granite. And bringing over to Chroma a long silver sheen staff that seems to have been enchanted top to bottom in several different languages. Looking between the lot of you, he says, "So, does anyone have thoughts? Should we get started?" Started.
So the boy's family. Anybody
Yes.
else?
No. If the boy's family fights, they are excluded from said protections. However, I would prefer if we avoided killing part. That is the deal I made with the boy. The rest, if they try to carry out more than they can carry on their backs, they're considered part of the problem. You see a wagon, burn it.
Gladly.
All right. We have a couple of challenges to overcome. I want your thoughts, all of you. First one. We need someone to notify them. I take it that would be Chroma or Harold? Or both of you?
What do you think, Harold? You'll be able to
I'm
get
up
out of there
for-
faster.
I'm up for a duo.
Alright. We can get you both into the city if you both agree.
Hmm. Remind me what the dragon's name was again.
The dragon
We
is
didn't have
young
one, did
at
we?
this point. I don't believe we've actually made a name for the dragon. Chroma's been through a few. Pick a name you'd like.
Wait, who's the dragon?
Chroma
has
has
a
a dragon that he's bonded with.
Oh, right. We talked about that, how Chroma is not a dragon. He is bonded with a dragon.
Yes, he is Sid here. He is a... you might consider them a middle ground between a fae and an elf.
In that case, I'll go in, but the dragon stays out.
Very well. I can watch over it until you're prepared for it. You send word through Harold, and I'll send him.
Okay.
Second issue. Crowd control. There will be a significant number of civilians, lower-level guards. They need to be eliminated or set to scatter. I take it that would be Ember?
You know me well.
The other issue is a little more specialized, and it's my understanding that the nobles have put together a few task force, a few sets of adventures, high-grade guards, etc. While I don't expect them to be able to kill us, they could pose a problem and slow us down. I feel it's best to send someone directly after. What do you think, Quake? Handle it?
I think that suits me just fine.
Very well. In that case, the way I see it, here's how we start. Once it begins, once you hear the alarm bells, Ember, you'll begin at the farmlands. I want them turned to cinders before anyone even gets out of the city. Harold, Chroma, you will both be in the city. I want you to inform the city of what's about to happen, give them a final warning. Give those willing to agree to our terms the chance to run. Bring nothing or we begin. The moment the first wagon leaves the city, all bets are off. Once it begins, Quake, I want you to make sure that any defenses they have crumble, any men sent to stop us are handled quickly. And once it begins, Ember, start at the outside, work your way in. Does everyone agree?
How far in do you want Harold and I?
Oh, I assume Harold has no issue informing the city, but primarily it's the nobles that need to be warned. They're going to be the ones that decide whether or not the city surrenders in full, or if this becomes a, well, what it's downright certain to become. Once those who agree to our terms have fled and all that's left are bodies and those who refuse to surrender, Quake and Ember, I want the area molten and buried.
Understood.
When it's all said and done, we need to have a meeting after. I have my own projects to be working on. while we're there. And the boy is also going to be in the city. He's going to be lowering the wardings before you all go in. He's going to begin the extraction of his own.
How do you know your trust is not misplaced?
So what if it is? You think a boy can take on all 4 of us? All 5 of us? All 4 of you.
I suppose that's fair. I'm just wondering why we need the help to begin with.
We don't. But unlike you, not all of us take pleasure killing.
Your mercy will be our undoing one day.
Pleasure as
When do
always.
we begin?
Now,
Good.
Harold,
And
can
he
you
just
bring
starts
Chroma with
walking.
you?
Internet broke.
He would stand up. He would get a bag and hand it to the kid. Kid would run off quickly into the forests. Not moving nearly as fast as Chroma or Harold, of course, but fast enough. The compass would stand and begin guiding you all down the path. Does anyone have anything else they're wanting to do, or any questions they'd like to ask before we go in?
Make sure it's a dry and sort of windy day.
Dry and windy. How dry and how windy?
Extremely dry, seemingly normal, but like, good God, it's dry out. And, a strong wind moving like southwest-ish.
How many knots?
40 knots.
All right. I'm
don't know if
gonna
that's
pull
fast or
up some.
slow.
I'm gonna pull up some weather information. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna give you some perspective on this, and I want you to give me numericals of this. Okay.
Gother.
Oh boy, weather sphere.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this.
Okay.
When it comes to how dry it is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking it's a little dry? Are we talking if people don't drink, they begin to become fatigued? Or are we talking people have to have water next to them or they will die?
Don't drink, it's fatigued.
Okay. All right. This will be more effective against armor and heavy clothing. You are aware.
Yeah.
And then you said you wanted it to be windy. To be clear, are we talking wind enough where a ferry would be blown away? More or less?
Slightly less.
Slightly less. Okay. So a moderate wind. Windy enough that a ship could go, but not windy enough to stop things from flying.
Yeah.
Windy enough to make the fire spread further.
Okay.
Yeah,
Severity
that's what I'm
level
looking
2, wind and aridity. Okay.
Looking for dryness, dry enough that shit ain't getting put out easy, and windy enough that it spreads easy.
Okay, we can do that. All right, everything within, I believe your range right now is 2 miles of you will have that experience.
Sweet.
Cool. With that being said, does anyone else have any questions or things they would like to say before you go? All right.
I'd like to, as I'm leaving, just like burrow into the ground without saying anything. That's how I'd like to my entrance to be, just coming out of the ground.
Meld into the ground. I would also like to specify that for the 2 of you that have been given the spears, I did forget to mention this in your sheets, your spears also act as focal points for your magic. You can cast it yourself, or you can cast it your spear.
I was gonna the staff. Does it still work?
Yours does not work like that. No.
Damn.
All right. Any more questions before we begin, or I'm going to get cut to the beginning of the operation?
All right, Harold. Which one do you want? There's two noble areas.
I'll take the middle one.
I'll go for the far.
Right. Does everyone feel confident with where their icons have been placed on the map, or would anyone like to alter the plan set? Last chance.
I don't. Wait, I do see myself. My picture is so weird. I have a hard time like adjusting the picture. Like
Would you like me to try to change it for you?
how? Yeah, absolutely. If you could change that for me.
Like you're wanting your icon to be more visible?
No, no. I just like I can't move the map upwards. Like I can zoom out and zoom in, but
Oh, hold right click and move it.
I'm on a trackpad, so
2 fingers. 2 fingers or double tap.
nope, neither one of those is working.
Huh.
You can't hold. Okay, so you can't hold 2 fingers down on the trackpad and move it.
Nope, that does not work. When
That's
I'm doing
strange.
2 fingers, it
It
yeah, I
just
can zoom
squeals.
out and I can zoom in, but I can't like move the. It's okay. I see where I'm at. I'm outside the gate, right?
Yes, you're outside the eastern gate.
I see that.
Would you like me to change your icon to something that stands out a little more?
No, I can see myself. It's just like where the eastern gate is, I can't see anything below that.
I see. Okay. Don't have any other way, I don't think, to move.
Are you able to move the map?
You know what? Let me go grab a mouse and see if I
Yeah.
can use that.
That'll make it a lot easier.
Mouse, there you are.
From that southwest wall to the edge of the tree line on top of the farlands, or farmlands, how long would you say that is?
I'm going to assume that from corner to corner, or from side to side of the city, is about 8 miles.
Whew.
So if you are in a quadrant, I'm going to say you affect that quadrant. So you will affect the entire inner half. The outer half of the city, you will not affect from the center.
You got it.
Oh, well, one sec. Again. Going on. All right, there we go. Loading in and close, and that fixed everything. I didn't even have to move anything. It just immediately fixed it. I think
Hell yeah.
what it is like it centers on wherever we start, like a character icon. And since we started in the top right, like it just
Oh, yeah.
stayed that way, and I just when I'm using the trackpad, I just cannot adjust it. But yep, working now. We're good to go.
Perfect. All right. Everybody's good?
Uh-huh.
I haven't heard Braden Nibbit. Are you still here?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
All right. Well, we're going to start off with our showman, Harold.
Oh,
There is
boy.
currently a festival going on in the center of the city. The nobles seem to be out having a good time. There are tents, there are merchants. Everyone seems to be celebrating the opening of the new harbor. Now, of course, you can enter quietly. The local warding has made sure that you aren't, or being down has made sure you have not been located. After giving a short time for the boy to get in, he did actually go into the outskirts of the city before you came in. You are aware of that detail. However, since you have moved the inner side of the city, you are no longer within range to detect everything that's going on. However, now that you're in this festival, you are not too out of place. I mean, a very, very colorful gnome is all over the place. So, would you like to do anything before introducing yourself? And if not, how are you going to inform them all of your presence?
Just quick clarification. The terms were leave with whatever you can carry on your person.
If it is more than a backpack, it is not allowed.
Got you.
It was literal.
If it requires a packed animal, vehicle, wagon, cart, or storage crate of any form, it is not allowed to leave the city.
Great.
Any other questions?
No.
All right. Then you're up. You get to start the party.
Great. Really pose the entrance here, and I assume there's a center stage, right?
There's a large fountain in the center of the square. Very large. This place really likes its sculptures. It's very beautifully made. It's made of mined marble in the center of town.
Ooh.
Mind marble? What's that?
Mine marble. Sorry.
Mind
Mined,
marble.
as in ripped out of the ground.
You know, fun.
Just like a mined goblin.
Mind Goblin, what's that?
Anyway,
No, I shan't.
start with the loud entrance of a thunderbolt onto the top of the fountain.
The tri-lightning would shock quite a few of the people as everyone began to turn, and you could see a lot of nobles trying to figure out what's going on as some of the guards even begin to move around, stopping as they see the colorful gnome standing on top of them.
Listen all. You, in your hubris and affront to the woods, which you have so brutally raped with your society,
Just going into it, Jesus.
must now be reclaimed by that wood. So, your homes, your city, your marble can't stick around. Which also means you can't stick around. We will allow you to leave with but a bag on your back. Bring more than that, and you will crumble as your homes and your city will. Thank you. And just poof away.
Where are you going?
Let's check out this new harbor. They just built it.
Well, that's going to take you all of 12 seconds to get to. All right. As you move, it does take a moment for your storm to catch up, but you begin to exit that area. You would all begin hearing the bells as the local nobles seem to be alerting everyone of the issue. And with that, I'm going to cut to Chroma. Chroma, you went to a different area of the city. While the inner part of the city is currently having a festival, you went to a more closed-off section that appears to be, for the most part, nobles only. Now, with your particular skill set, you have no issue getting into this part of the city. That's quite easy, as a matter of fact. But you do notice that there are a significant amount of training grounds in the area. They appear to be training several of the local guards. There are quite a few high-ranking nobilities, as well as a church that seems to be using the more powerful clerical magics. in this area, and as the bells begin to sound, you see quite a few of the guardsmen grabbing weapons and beginning to move. Several of the nobles up in the high-ranking offices seeming unaware of the issue and less concerned than their men below.
Did he give them a time limit?
No. Teddy did inform you that once the first wagon is coming out, it's time to start.
All right. Upon hearing the thunder of like Harold disappearing after warning them, I'm just gonna go ahead and start with like a very mild, like the earth is trembling, like not so that it would affect anybody, but just so like everyone knows this is real and this is happening, like something is changing throughout the city.
Okay. The entire city begins to tremble, as if on a fault line that was starting to go poorly. Chroma, you are now hearing bells. The ground is shaking underneath your feet. The guards seem to be panicking, grabbing the largest weapons they can and flooding for the gates that you're nearby. What would you like to do?
I shall raise my hands and create illusory. How the fuck do you pronounce that word?
Illusory?
Illusory? Is that how you? It sounds wrong. Anyway.
You're talking about things made of illusions?
Yes.
Yes, illusory.
Portals in the sky with dragons flying out of them and swirling above me.
When you, I just want to be clear. When you say portals in the sky with dragons, you're not referring to small portals and small dragons.
No.
You're referring to full-size planar portals and very large dragons?
Yes. Illusions.
Okay.
Illusions.
All right. You begin summoning illusory dragons. You can't tell if the guards are going to try getting ballista or retreating.
So fair. Okay, I don't know if this is under illusion or enhancement, but anyway. I'd like to enhance my voice to make myself louder, if I
You can.
can.
Illusion. That's possible.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, so I figured I'd ask.
It's fine. Bullhorn is acceptable.
Bullhorn. I'm gonna take a page out of Gorblack's book. This town is now being seized by the Order of the Purifiers. Leave now, or die. That's it.
Unlike many of the civilians and many of the town guards that would likely have surrendered, you find yourself in a very different situation. You are elite of the city. You have their greatest heroes, their greatest warriors, and the people who would lay down their lives to defend the city surrounding you in full equipment, full gear, and completely ready to fight.
And I am
Are you going to
completely
engage?
unamused.
Understood. They would surround you, creating a defensive line, spears and shields. Classic tactic. They would have several large ballista turned from the training fields in order to aim at you. And almost immediately, you would see one of their generals stepping up in full adamantine plate with a tower shield and a bastard sword. As he would begin approaching, he would smash his sword against his shield repeatedly and say, "You dare make demands in my yard?"
You heard the bells, didn't you? I certainly wasn't asking.
The men would step aside as he enters the circle. And he would set his shield along the ground. And once he did, you would hear the twang of the ballistas firing on your position.
On my position, or
On you, against you.
all right. Can I? This was always a plan, and just make that be an illusion.
You may. This was always the plan.
This was always the plan. I knew they were going to surrender.
The ballistas fly through the illusory form of you, causing it to evaporate into the air. Are you gone, or are you re-engaging?
My actual form would come up right behind the general and smack him in the back of the head with my staff.
Smash the back of the general's head, sending him stumbling forward before he spins and swipes at you with the sword. As he is doing so, the men behind him would go to thrust at your back.
I assume it's my turn.
It is.
Okay. You were gonna say something, Quake?
Yes, as this happens, since I have tremor sight and can essentially see what's going on, I'll cast a stone wall in between him and the other men. And essentially square it off where it's just him and the general guy.
Okay. Quake creates the arena. Alright. Chroma, you are now locked into an arena with this very angry general.
Locked in.
I'm locked the fuck in. Look, I really don't want any more bloodshed than I have to. Just tell your men to leave. Go off, do your own thing. And we can put the city behind us.
So you can burn homes and kill thousands?
If they don't flee, yes.
We don't back down. As he says this, you would see him ignite his sword and lift his shield again before charging at you.
All right. Staves have reach, right?
They can. They can be reach, one-handed, two-handed, trip.
Okay. In that case, as he charges me, I'm going to wait till he gets within range and prepare a disarm. For when he gets
Of
close.
the sword or the shield?
Of the sword.
Okay. You prepare to disarm him as he swings. You slam the staff down, trying to disarm him. However, as a trained general, he does not drop his sword, instead just using the momentum to try to smash your face with the shield.
Oh. We lost Kronk.
What do we lose?
We lost Kronk. I think his internet DC'd.
We give him a...
Which means we go to BRB. Whee!
Alright, we're gonna pick it back up. Alright,
Go,
he was
go!
charging you, you attempted to disarm, and then he went for your face with the shield.
I'm going to use my offhand with some chromatic magics and just kind of try to freeze him in place.
Alright, you,
chromatic ice?
chromatic is elemental in general. It can take the form of elements, but typically it's less powerful than elemental magic. It just kind of takes on multiple elements, is typically think of it as like it's color. It's color magic technically is what prismatic refers to, but
So
the
blue is
colors
cool.
take on aspects. So blue would be, for example.
So I'm changing the color of him from red adamantine to blue.
Okay. I'm going to allow you to change it to blue, but I would like to clarify. I do believe adamantine is more of a purplish
Probably
green than
purple.
red. I believe that's a Terraria thing you're getting. But
Oh, I'm sure, but like I like the red one better.
okay. You
I like it. I like it better. Therefore, I'm establishing it in your world. Go fuck yourself.
He's got a point.
Eat rocks.
I have express permission to establish myself in lore.
I don't think you get to establish metal in lore, but we'll go with it.
Are you calling me
Semantics.
not metal as fuck?
You
Anyway, continue.
you hit his armor with the prismatic energy, which does in fact chill and slow him down, allowing you to get out of the way of the shield. His swing going past your head, he seems to be off balance, giving you an opening.
I would like to take advantage of him being off balance and trip him with the staff.
You trip him with the staff, sending him scattered onto the ground.
And then I would like to make an illusion of him being restrained from, like, what's the ground made of? Is it dirt? Is it stone?
This area is like packed in dirt.
Okay. I want the dirt to fall into mud and encase him, like illusion-wise.
Okay.
Don't be stealing my cool shit. That's my shit.
It's
You
not real
begin
mud.
to surround him in an illusion of him being caught in the dirt. And he begins to struggle as if he was falling into quicksand.
I'm going to take the staff and just down on his skull, on the back of his neck.
As he struggles, you bring the staff down, hitting the back of his neck and snapping his spine.
Fantastic. I am the... Quake has tremor sense. I'm just gonna...
I was going to say, as he does
Yeah.
this, I will like absorb his body with the ground and have the walls come down, just to reveal him by himself, and the general gone.
You do so. The guards, seeming terrified, but as if they will not back down.
I'm gonna
And
wipe
Chroma.
my face as if I just ate him.
The men, seeming terrified, would charge you. Full tilt. And with that, we're going to switch focus. I'm going to switch to our other diplomat who went to a weird place and I'm not sure what's going on right now. Harold, you inform the nobles and then teleport about, 8 miles, or 4 miles, no, 4 miles, to the harbor, where the bells are now ringing and people are beginning to load the ships with weaponry.
Hey, that wasn't allowed. Thunderbolt.
Lightning.
Harold, cast lightning bolt.
All right, I'm going to clarify for you. You may do this. Lightning is more powerful in storms. Drastically.
Well, it takes
Are
a
you
long
going to use-
time for a ship to set sail.
True. Are you just setting them on fire? Is that the vibe?
Yeah, I'm looking for
Okay.
fire.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
You
my-
begin burning their ships. All right. Now that the southwest is covered in dragons and the southeast is burning, we're going to shift focus to Ember.
Cut to Ember. He is just sitting in a fucking field somewhere in like a meditative pose. He looks like he's meditating. Has anyone come up at this point?
These are like wheat fields and things, so if you're just sitting down, most people probably couldn't see you.
Okay, he's like floating a little bit above it.
You're floating slightly above the field. I'm gonna say yes. After a little bit, one of the farmers nervously walks out holding a scythe and says, "Hey, you! Hey!
He doesn't,
What are you doing?"
he doesn't say a damn thing until he hears the bells.
After a few minutes of being yelled at by the farmer, who slowly approaches more and more, you would eventually hear the bells, shortly after seeing the massive swirling of dragons and smoke rising from the harbor.
He opens his eyes. They are on fire. And he simply bellows out into the wind. You have incurred a debt that can only be paid in ash and blood. And a tornado of fire begins to form around him. He looks to the farmer, and the farmer just immolates.
Oh my god!
This poor man.
Immolated farmer.
He just skeleton, blackened skeleton.
Fucking meme where the farmer's just pointing.
And he just slowly rises with this giant flaming tornado that he just carries throughout all the fields, like occasionally tossing fireballs at different directions.
You begin burning down the farmlands, just torching building after building. Screams and pain and blood are just filling the air. You feel confident they could smell it at the city.
Good.
This area is... It is going to be so burned that it will take years for the plants from the forest to reach the farmlands.
That's someone else's problem.
There would be massive crowds of people running along the roads trying to reach the forest through the inferno.
He's not going to directly attack them, but he is going to just so happen to throw fireballs right next to them.
Understood. This proceeds for a while.
I didn't
As
try to
you are
kill
doing-
anyone. It's just collateral.
As you are doing this, I'm going to change focus for a moment. Quake. There are two things going on. The first is the outskirts have... thousands of people fleeing. You do see plenty of people are packing wagons, but wagons have not managed to hit the roads yet.
Each wagon scene, I'll just go ahead and like... nowadays it'd be putting a boot on a car, but out of stone, like just every wagon.
Just destroying the wagon wheels.
Yeah.
Okay. You begin destroying wagon wheels. People also are trying to load up horses.
Oh, shit. I hate hurting animals. What do?
I mean, you could just hurt the people. They're breaking the rules.
That's true. I guess one thing, regardless of what's happening there, I'd like for the trimmers to go up a notch. Essentially, we'll just double in strength from what we were doing.
Beaker houses beginning to crumble.
Not crumble completely, but small parts are falling off, like roof shingles and shit like that.
Heard. Houses' structural integrity is now being questioned.
Yes.
Okay. As you do this, you would see a significant amount of the guard force beginning to be sent out. Actual troop maneuvers heading out towards the farmlands, including mages and clerics. Organized
Gotcha.
lines of troops. Are you going to interfere or allow them past?
Allow them past me?
Yes.
Oh, fuck no. Hell no. We're gonna do the thing that Chroma did, but in real life. We're just gonna turn all the ground into quicksand below them and have them all sink into the earth.
You begin swallowing entire platoons.
Yeah, we're gonna go waist deep, and then I'll bellow out an announcement saying, "This is your last chance. Leave now, peacefully, or be swallowed by the greed that you constructed."
Are you showing yourself above ground at this point, or are you still below ground?
No, I'm below ground.
Okay. That's interesting. You're about to be educated on a new spell, Cameron.
Oh.
You are not the only one capable of moving Earth. A significant number of their troops would begin casting this spell. It is relatively simple. It is considered a cantrip. Now, that being said, you can pretty easily fight it off. But anyone else in your shoes might have been crushed beneath the earth even with your stone walking.
Mm-hmm.
A significant amount of the ground is shifted and smashed together as if trying to locate you.
Okay. Well, upon seeing that, I will just come to the top as like a showing of like, I'm not afraid of this happening.
As you come
So these
up,
people, they are sunken half, like, waist deep into the ground?
yes, some of them are struggling. Some of the mages seem to be trying to unburrow themselves and others using the same spell they were using on you. Others are trying to move the dirt and solidify it and get above ground.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll come to the top to be seen.
Come up to the top and are almost immediately greeted with evocation. Immediately after reaching the surface, you would be hit with several spells all at once. The classic fireball, ice rays, giant spears of stone. Most of these being so minor that someone of your particular disposition and, shall we say, constitution, wouldn't really be affected by. It's a little chilly. You might get a bruise if one hits you, like, straight on.
Gotcha. Anybody that cast a spell that hit me, just go ahead and kill every one of them.
Heard.
We'll do a stone bullet, like just a rock that no one even like understood moving too fast, like through each one of them.
I love he used a cantrip. Alright, you begin casting Magic Stone, a cantrip, to infuse rocks and shoot them through people's heads.
Yep.
Jesus. Fucking X-Men.
Only the spellcasters, not anybody stuck in the sand.
Heard. No executions, only retaliatory strikes.
Yes.
Alright, you begin doing so, and as you do this, you begin hearing horns. After a moment, jumping off of one of the rooftops, a rogue would appear to jump down and attempt to bury his knife in the back of your head.
Not gonna even attempt to stop him, just allow him to try and stab me and assume that the blade will break against my stone skin.
You would be correct. The flimsy dagger would shatter on contact, and the rogue would be standing behind you, bewildered and afraid.
Yeah. Grab him by the neck, snap his neck.
You snap the neck of one of their heroes as if it's nothing. You begin hearing more screaming from the civilians who begin to flee. It is at this point, Ember, we're going to give you their response. Keep in mind, I'm going to say this to everyone. You all have essentially won your conflicts. Feel free to move around and interject, especially if you're capable of moving at that speed. Or
After
reaching that rate.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm good.
As this is going on, Ember, you would notice it beginning to rain in your area.
That little shit.
The rain would pick up slowly, every few seconds becoming more intense. And after a moment, it would begin to get cold.
I'm looking around seeing what the source of this is, because at first I thought it was just Harold being a dick, but now I'm not so sure.
As you begin looking around, you would see a pair of mages, both chanting from the field side, both surrounded in what appears to be a wall of water.
Cool. He is just gonna, like, point himself towards them and just jet engine blast towards them.
You blast
surrounding himself with fire hot enough to evaporate the water as he grabs both of them by the neck.
You plunge through the water, and while you are able to evaporate, you lose a little steam, so to speak, as you land in the circle, grabbing them both by the throats and stopping the chanting. The weather would almost immediately begin to calm down as one of them attempts to stab you with a dagger made of ice.
I'm gonna let it stab and watch as the ice melts as lava begins to pour out of the wound.
You do so as the lava pours out of the wound and onto his hand.
Yep. He's just going to ignite his hands and hold them until they stop screaming.
You do so, much to the horrified scream of what you see is a caravan coming from the western outskirts.
He just looks at it and it explodes. Just look, small mushroom cloud.
As you look at it and blow up the beginning of the caravan, detonating the first few of the carts, you would see a significant amount of people fleeing, and you would hear a clearly nervous but adamant voice coming from one of the fields near you, yelling out, "Lord Ember."
He lets go of the half-charred corpses and, like, shoots himself back into the air and looks for the source of the voice.
As you look, you would see a very scared and ill-prepared Eowyn, clearly upset and holding a very small bow, knocked, aiming at you.
So, just my recollection is, any of the family retaliates, they're free from the deal, yes?
If the family fight, anyone who attacked you is fair game.
Cool. He's just gonna land in front of Eowyn.
You land in front of Eowyn. He still has the arrow knocked. He is not currently firing it. It's like it's drawn, like he's ready to, but he's clearly like waiting.
You know what will happen if you release that arrow. Look around you.
I do know. These are mine. Stand down.
Unfortunate. You only have your lack of intel to blame, and he rockets off to another part of the farmland.
You rocket off to the other side of the farmland. You do see a significant amount of the caravan seems to be trembling in fear. But Eowyn would not lower his bow until you were out of sight.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna move you over to the other side of the farmland.
Ah, yeah, I should have done that, sorry.
No, you're fine. It's totally fine. I'm just gonna move. Hi, we're going over here. As you go away, you would see
in the
carts.
orchards now.
You see that the they are in fact orchards. Congratulations. The caravan would begin to move again, and we are going to shift focus. Chroma, you are now surrounded by dead guards. I take it that's about the vibe when you get attacked by a bunch of guards.
Yeah. Probably also surrounded by illusory copies of myself.
A field full of chroma. That's not terrifying.
Each of us in tandem, now marching towards the castle.
March towards the castle. There are a significant number of guards. A lot of them attack. Most of them swing in an illusion, it disappears, and they realize it's kind of pointless.
I will have the dragons that I summoned above me, go to each of the pillars of the city. Kind of like, you see where these ones are?
Yeah, you're sending one out to each of the... Yeah.
And then I'm going to send one to the center of the storm, and I have no idea where... what's his name?
Ember?
No.
Quake?
No, I don't know where Teddy's at, so I'm not going to send one to him. I'm going to have one of them go down to me, even if it's just an illusion.
All right, you begin taking positions around outskirts of the walls.
As I reach the gates of the castle, whether it be these ones or whether it be these ones, the inner or the outer, I will do the same bullhorn I did before and demand the nobles to exit.
To be clear, when you say that, are you telling them to retreat or for them to come outside and meet you?
Exit the city, I think, is what he meant.
I am actually, yeah. Either exit or come out to meet me. Either or.
When you tell them that the option is to run away, many of them run away.
I will look to any of the guards that are still guarding the gates and say, that goes for you all too.
Most of the guards would disperse in order to guard the nobles that are running.
Right. In that case, I'm going to make my way into and up the castle. I'll probably... actually, you know what? I lied. I'll probably wait outside the castle for the other druids, unless someone summons me.
Chroma begins to chill at the castle. Harold!
Yes.
Standing amongst smoldering warships and merchant ships that are now descending into the lake. Most of the sailors either dead or having ran or swam away.
Water. Anyway.
Water.
I assume I can see the fire of the farmlands, at least. Like, if I get a little high.
You could smell the fire of the farmlands.
Oh.
Okay, so it's still going pretty good, even without, like, the dryness.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be dry.
Gotcha. Are there many ships out on the water?
There are a handful, but not many.
Capsize them.
Capsaicin.
A little tsunami or two.
A toxic
You
amount of
send out
capsaicin.
Severe storms knocking the ships over, causing many to force to be swimming through the lake. Many do not make it.
They'll be fine.
They won't, that's what I just said.
Yeah, that's fine.
They will actively not be fine.
Let's see. I assume I can see that the dragons seem to have fucked off from the other noble place, right?
The dragons have seemed to have fucked off, yes.
Great. Past the whole alerting thing, did Teddy specifically say to meet up somewhere? Or was it just...
No, he said to meet up when it's burned.
Great! In that case, let's make it a pretty bad storm. You know what? Stuff doesn't need to be too dry.
Okay, to be clear, when you say a pretty bad storm, are we talking hurricane?
Yeah, let's get some thunder and some hurricane here.
Okay. Harold begins creating a hurricane.
As the storm begins to grow, I'll have the earthquake get into the range of buildings are falling apart completely now.
Heard. It's now a hurricane and the foundations are breaking.
Not the foundation.
The few civilians who had not fled are now fleeing. The few caravans that were going through oftentimes have their wheels broken or their tops ripped off. The nobles are fleeing. The guards are running. Most groups are running for the woods at this point. As this is all happening out in the farmlands and orchards that are now burning, Ember, how are you responding to the massive floods of people running through every single area?
He's spotting any that have more than a backpack. And
Okay.
just, like, finger snap, immolate, like, fully on fire.
We're doing a Squid Game routine here.
Yes, exactly.
They broke a rule, pop.
Yeah, literally, like, it's just, I see a guy with a, oh, is that a duffel bag? Fuck you.
Yeah,
With that
duffel bag. That guy has 2 backpacks. That's definitely a violation.
It's shit like that. He's being that specific with it because he does not
That's
give
so
a flying
funny.
fuck about these people.
A
Like,
One
duffel
person's
bag
carrying a
wouldn't-
backpack,
That's
another
not
person's
a-
carrying them.
That's not
Huh?
exactly a carry-on. Sorry.
that's too. One guy's got a suitcase slung over his back. Nah.
There are a bunch of duffel bags that are way smaller than
There's
backpacks.
someone holding a wicker basket. That's not a backpack snap.
That's awful, dude.
I was told
Well,
to
it's
play
really
a full
funny.
tilt villain.
It's really funny to think that Ember is sitting there like the TSA saying, "That's not carry-on size!"
But no, yeah, he's just spotting anyone that's breaking the rule and fucking immolating them on the spot while throwing fireballs at bits of field that aren't at
Begin
the
to
people,
cool.
but are definitely in collateral range.
All right. You begin doing this for some time. You do see a significant amount of the kid's family did get out okay. For better or worse, they got to the woods, along with their caravan. The only one that seems to have made it out of the city.
Shame.
As all of this happens, the city begins to exit. The lake is now beginning to overflow due to the hurricane flooding the shores. The boats have all been capsized and sunk. The ones in the harbor burned and then capsized and sunk. The nobles seem to have fled. A significant number of the people who break the rules are nobles. A significant number of the ones who you immolate are the nobility. Most of the peasants, if they had more than a backpack to begin with, you don't see it. Many of the merchants attempt to get out with quite a bit more. They do not make it through. But after each of you has taken out at least one adventurer, most of which being far below your pay grade, the city would be mostly empty, with the exception of the people who refuse to leave and hide in their homes.
Uh-oh, bad decision, Mark.
With the bells no longer being run, the fields burned, the outskirts abandoned. Does anyone have anything they want to do before Quake and Ember finalize?
I'm going to get out of here.
Put eviction notices on the outside of the few of the remaining people's homes and then leave.
Before your house is burned down, I'd leave if I were you. Teleports away. I don't know. I think if a lightning gnome teleported at my door and told me to run, I'd probably run.
If they
Well,
hadn't
you'll
gotten the
survive.
message by now, I don't think they're getting the message.
In that case,
one poor fucker that just overslept.
I don't think you sleep through a hurricane, an earthquake, alarm bells, and fighting.
You've clearly
Well,
never
there
been a
was one
Southern
guy.
man.
There was one guy that slept through 9/11. They'll find a way.
All right. Well, everybody. As we reach the end of it, Herald and Chroma able to easily extract. Ember and Quake, you have been given a very specific order. Crumble it all, burn it, cover it in rock, and melt that too.
Done.
It is done.
It is done. You make the opposite of a crater. There is now
A
a
melting
mound
pot.
of molten lava and stone and metal that is just completely covered what was once a city. The farmland has been burned to the ground. The lake flooded and completely emptied. Most people have fled so far away that you can no longer see them, with the exception of a very small group that seems to be waiting in the tree lines with young Eowyn. And once it is all done, you would all hear in your heads deep rumbling voice of the purifier simply saying, "Well done."
For the first time today, Ember smiles.
After a while, you would all get the feeling of Teddy out on the outskirts of the forest, simply knowing present is calling for you. And you would all be summoned back to camp.
Easy squeezy.
You all return over time, when Ember gets done burning everything. And you would find that your camp is now adjacent to a human camp.
You.
It is well below the size that any of you would have even considered an issue. It's barely more than a tribe. There's maybe 30 total. They seem to avoid you. Most of them don't even seem to want to acknowledge your existence. But it's only about a 5-minute walk or 10th of Herald's range. When you reach the camp, however, Eowyn and Teddy would already be sitting by the fire.
Well, are we done here?
Mostly, we have one more thing ahead of us.
And that is...
A private matter. Sit and we'll wait for the other. As you sit next to Eowyn, or across whatever position relative to Eowyn, you would see he is sharpening arrows. Specifically, upon very close inspection, you would recognize them as Foster's work. Druidic silver sheen. Possibly
what
one
would-
of the...
I was gonna say, what would that mean?
Druidic
to
silver
my
sheen is
character?
the material that is used in the druid killing spears.
Okay.
One of the very few weapons that would be capable of hurting any.
He gave you the means to kill us.
Eowyn would look up. He would look down at this arrow and look back at you, and he says, part of the deal was protection. That includes... Glad you followed your orders, Lord Ember.
The orders were not exactly detailed.
Suppose he would get sharpened. The rest of you are filtering in, I suppose.
Slowly but surely.
I take it everyone
Zach.
comes in through their normal methods. One of you rides in on a dragon, one of you... Oh, sorry. One of you rides in on a dragon, one of you melds out of the ground, and one of you zip-zaps over.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Sounds about right.
Zippy-zappy.
You all arrive, and after a moment, you would be immediately all whisked away mentally. Teddy would begin speaking in Druidic, and each of you would enter a telekinetic link. It's not something that he does very often, but it is something he is capable of doing in order to avoid listening ears. You are all aware that yourselves and Eowyn are involved in this particular link. As he speaks, he says, "We have one more matter to attend to that requires utmost confidentiality. I am invoking all of your oaths to keep it that way. Am I understood?"
Yep.
Understood.
I assume you're going to explain why the uninitiated is privy to this.
The uninitiated is my student. You will treat him with respect, Ember. We all need to talk about the purifier.
Do we?
We do. We have not done an operation like this in a long time. We haven't done one because they're not productive. It is my belief we should do this a different way. That city will be rebuilt, we'll find ourselves here again, or another city will take its place. Our mandate is to protect the wilds, not kill everything else.
Everything else kills the wilds.
Here, here.
Why should we not burn them?
I wouldn't expect you to consider alternatives, Ember. You never have one much for them.
I actually do have an alternative. Stop sparing them. Stop letting them escape. They won't rebuild these places if we just kill them all. They're rats.
I'm going to say this once, Ember. Someone of your disposition is important to have around, but do not think I would not replace you with a tool if it was within my means.
Not everyone would make it out of that encounter.
No, but I imagine I would. Would you like to test it?
Not today. I've had my fill.
What is this alternative?
I would like to try to find a way of making them sustainable. Keeping them within an area and outside of the natural order, something that would not infringe on our woods, but could also allow them to live in a somewhat level of peace so that they do not feel the need to continue to fight us on it. Eowyn here has agreed to assist in that endeavor. It's the reason I agreed to his terms. I'm going to assign a few of you tasks to try to assist in that. I would like you all to do your best to follow. However, there's one thing that needs to be addressed before we get there. Ever since the awakening, he gestures to the rift above you in the sky, clearly referring to the recent Chaos God's return. Our Lord seems to have reverted to his older ways, ones that are more similar to Ember's tactics. I plan to resolve this issue. And I'm going to need all of your help.
What do you plan to do, Compass?
Well, first I plan to send you home. Why don't you go stay in your mountain for a while?
Actually, you've concerned me slightly. I think I'd like to hear what you have planned.
Absolutely. I plan to bind him fully. We have the means. We have the spell. Do you question your loyalties?
Our loyalties are to the Purifier. You know that.
Your loyalties are to your oaths. And your oaths fall to me.
Suppose you're right there.
I like to think the Purifier would forgive me if I broke my oath to prevent such high blasphemy. But continue.
I don't plan to kill him, as we all know that's impossible. Even if we did, he'd just come back. I plan to keep him somewhere else. It would take time. It would take effort. And it would take a significant portion of our power for a while. But I do believe it is in the best interest.
So not only are you asking us to betray the source of our power, our oath, and our mission, you want us to weaken ourselves for however long, giving other people a chance to maybe even kill us.
I'm suggesting we use our power to stop before nature ends up in a war itself. Perhaps you like the idea of forests burning, but I prefer to keep them vibrant. And without verdant here, it's a little difficult for us to protect our border, don't you think? Do you plan on protecting forests without letting them burn?
I suppose for once you've made a good point.
Now I understand why you, of all people, wouldn't agree with my plan. Which is why I'm going to make this perfectly simple. Your oath is bound to me. You break your oath, I remove your power, and you go back to being whatever you were before this. Or, you go up north, you enjoy your lonely mountain, you don't have to listen to people speak. You burn whatever passerby decides to get brave enough to enter your badlands, and you stay out of local politics. Take a vacation. I think you've earned it. That wasn't a suggestion, Ember.
I hope you all remember the day when the first of us is slain. And Ember stands up and leaves.
Once Ember leaves, the rest of you feel him exit the connection. Once he exits, you would all begin to be given the plan. You'd be given the plan where Foster, your brother who is not present at the moment, has forged weapons not unlike the ones on Eowyn's arrows. More specialized versions, but strong enough to weaken the purifier long enough for you to all use your magic. All of the druids, of course, would suffer certain weaknesses to their power in exchange for this deal. But you would all be able to lock it away for now. With that being said, and Ember gone, you would all get up for your next task. As the druids stand up for this task, the rest of you would be whisked back to your own bodies, sitting in the cold, dark ruins of the druid temple.
I wanted more. Wasn't enough.
Oh, certainly put some things in the scale.
Yeah, did we release that guy?
What in the fuck was any of that?
I was 2 feet shorter.
Feels like someone stuck a hot poker in my head. Fuck. Does anyone else have a headache?
The presence that, like, led us into that, he is here with us still, right?
You don't feel any presence. However, upon inspecting the room, you would notice that there is now an altar in the center of it.
Huh?
On the altar rests a single small set of gauntlets. They appear to be made of some form of scale.
Do they look like they fit anybody the best out of the 4 of us?
Matter of fact, it's you.
Oh, shit.
Appraise doesn't show what spell qualities it may have, right?
Right. It would tell you if it is magical, and I believe you could use a knowledge skill to determine what kind, but you wouldn't be able to determine what they are.
Great. I'd like to use Appraise. Blind roll that, and then maybe Knowledge Engineering.
Appraise. I'm going to take us back to the main. Let's see here. Appraise. They are definitely magic. High-grade magic. As a matter of fact, you are able to identify them as some form of wondrous item. Referring to a magical item other than typical enchantment. More specialized. Engineering gives you nothing.
Gotcha.
As you put on the gauntlets, Midas, or pick them up and move them around, maneuver them, you would immediately get a suggestion in your head, as it was a message from the presence, that would simply say, "Return my talons." You would notice a small slot along the lower end of the gauntlets. Approximately the width of a dagger blade.
Hey, let me think about it. Give me a little time. It's not really like an instantaneous sort of decision. You know? Is that okay?
He's not currently speaking with you.
Oh, I'm just talking to myself then. Yeah, no, I'm not making that decision right now. We got to talk about this amongst the group.
I think there's a chance it's more of like a hidden blade situation, like a carrier.
You don't feel like this could lead to negative consequences?
I feel like we should not talk about this in the temple.
I agree.
Oh, like I
That is
said,
fair.
a decision for later, not a decision for now. Put the gauntlets in the bag of holding. I don't want to look at them.
I can do that.
You put the gauntlets in the bag of holding.
Do they
and,
react to my touch? Because I'm the one with the bag of holding, I think. Unless we both have one.
No, they would not. Oh, I'm sorry. You do not. Although, however, right before you put them in the bag of holding, you begin noticing that their presence to the bag of holding begins to disrupt the bag of holding.
Oh, yeah, before you put them in there, go ahead and give me the other dagger that's in the bag of holding.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah, give me that dagger, yeah, before you put the gauntlet in the bag of holding.
I think that and the druid spear are the other two things.
You remove
Is it gonna, like, break
the
the bag of
dagger
holding?
from the bag of holding, however, it seems to be disrupting the bag of holding.
Oh yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Do you have Arcana, Moravaint?
I do. Or knowledge? Is that what you're asking?
Arcana,
Yes.
yeah.
I do.
Okay, want to take a look at those?
Sounds good.
Oh, I stuck between Arcana or Religion.
This
know
is
religion.
standard knowledge for knowledge arcana. If you place one extra dimensional space near or in a second extra dimensional space, this happens. If you put the first into the second, it will create a black hole.
Oh dear God!
Oh.
Wait a minute.
I'm
So I
gonna put
was
them
right.
into my backpack.
And
If
to be
it's-
clear, an extra dimensional space is a space outside of space used for storing things. To be clear, Tim.
Got it.
Yeah, if it's an extra
I
dimensional
have a really
space, it's
stupid question,
Yes.
and it's mechanics. Can you put a bag of holding into like the warp sphere's extra dimensional storage?
No, you cannot put a bag of holding into extra dimensional storage. However, you can put a bag of holding into a demiplane.
Okay.
Let's say I wanted to create a black hole.
Let's say
Let's-
I wanted to end Orsha.
You can use it. When I say a black hole, I do not mean like an actual real life black hole is, as if the spell like it's a spell that creates a miniature black hole. However, it does cause the chances of killing, crushing, or warping people to incorrect places.
But death is not certain.
Death is not certain, but it's certainly likely.
That's good to know.
Please don't.
It is generally considered an expensive option, but an effective one.
Right.
Also, the more powerful the extra dimensional spaces involved, the more powerful the effect.
Right. Like at this level, probably wouldn't kill a druid, would definitely kill me.
You don't know how strong the gauntlets are.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about the gauntlets, not the bag of holding.
They're
Gotcha.
both extra dimensional spaces for this to happen.
Okay. So it's like they're the sum of how like powerful both of them are what?
It's multiplicative.
strength.
One times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2,
Got
2
it.
times 2 is 4.
Got it. Cool. I like that.
Well, where to next?
Back to what's his fuck at he's making my daggers.
Yeah. I just want to get the fuck out of here, honestly.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
don't
great.
Place.
I need to get my armor.
I don't like what the fuck we just saw. I don't like how it made me feel.
As
My
you,
body hurts.
begin moving out of the cold and empty temple, you see no signs of the magical mushrooms that used to guard it. The area is barren and dead. As you exit the temple, however, you would quickly find that you are not alone.
No,
Oh.
no, please,
For fuck's sake!
don't be who I think it's gonna be.
Give me the gauntlet. Give me the gauntlet.
I put them in the bag. Do you know how long it takes to dig them out of a
Give me
bag?
the fucking gauntlet.
It takes like a whole minute. You got 10 rounds of us getting our asses kicked before I
God.
can get those.
It takes a whole minute.
It takes like a whole minute.
It's not just a
I
standard
buried
action.
these motherfuckers all at the bottom.
God
You want to cut the bag
damn
open, be
it.
my guest.
Fuck.
But then you're paying for a
Who
new
is
one.
in front of us? Who is it?
I'm getting it
You can
made.
see a
I'm
shadowy
setting it
figure
up.
and just start.
I'm setting it up. I am setting it up.
I swear to God, if you switch to a battle map, I'm gonna fucking jump through this monitor and I'm gonna
Guys,
kick your
I
ass.
still have a
You're gonna be really
strength.
fucking pissed in a minute.
Yeah,
Guys, I have a 6 strength!
Well, and we're going into the second consecutive battle of fucking Mawyn being outside
We
of his
didn't
mess.
have time to heal.
I have a 28 health right now and a 6
Oh.
strength! I'm like 3
Oh,
strength away from dying!
All right, whatever they want, give it to them. No qualms. Just give it to them. Take it. Leave us alone.
I'm just saying, Moravaint at this point would probably be more towards helping them than stopping them.
Yeah.
I look like a fucking scruffed up New York rat right now,
We're
dude.
we are all beat to shit right now. Like there's
You're
not a one
scribbling
of
your
us.
wounds.
Not a one of
You're
us
that-
that looks good.
Mawyn looks like that one fucking owl that's like fucking soaked.
Oh, I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about.
I found a better one.
I look like fucking Salacious B. Crumb over here. God damn it.
Our scribbler is back now.
I like the shaking. I like the shaking.
All right.
Stupid.
As you
fucking
all
kid.
exit the temple,
Alright, hold on, we're dying.
as you all exit the temple, you would see a single old hunched over figure in
it's
a
the King in Yellow.
plain brown leather coat.
No. No. No.
Oh,
Ship
fine,
down.
all right, this is it, boys.
He
It was
removes
weeks
his hood,
behind.
and you would see the most decrepit old man you have ever seen. You are amazed he is standing, let alone walking. His hands are bony and thin. You don't know what his body fat percentage, but you imagine it's a decimal. He is currently standing in the field, looking up at you. And as he speaks, you would, for the first time, recognize his voice. You've only heard it one other time, at a dueling arena in the old woods.
Hey,
And he would say,
guy.
"Hello again.
Hello.
I believe we've met before."
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you here to kill us?
That remains to be seen, I suppose. It's not really my preferred. It's my understanding you have something.
We have a lot of things.
Maybe a few
Yeah.
things.
There's a few.
I've been given the order to retrieve it.
The one thing, the lightning dagger.
That is what I am referring to, yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. I don't give a fuck anymore. I
Oh.
want to go to sleep. Like you guys, if y'all want to fight them, I'm down. But I really don't give a shit. I'm tired.
As much. Okay, so Foster was it, right?
That's right.
We had a little bit of a day. To put it very lightly. And I'm sure you had a long trek here. I'm sure you're finally happy that you're actually seeing us. But the 5 of us need to sit down and have a brief chat. Preferably in private for a minute.
I'll wait.
Group huddle inside?
Can
I
you
don't want to go
wait?
back in there.
I do.
Do you happen to be able to wait at the insert name of the town we just came from? Because Mateo's player has the memory of a fucking goldfish.
Man, I feel that.
I wouldn't advise fleeing, if I were you.
I'm not saying flee. You can come with us. But like,
Rather
We're
not
heading
go
over
to the
there.
town. You're welcome to step inside if you'd like.
oh fuck. Okay, well,
Can we, like, swap places? You come over here, we go over there. I don't like it here.
If you'd
I'm
like
not
to
gonna
stand
lie to
down
you.
here on the dirt, you're absolutely welcome.
I'm gonna start walking towards the dirt.
You
What
begin
the?
walking towards the dirt.
I don't want to.
I would rather be on the dirt than in the hands of a god that we are awakening.
I think it left this
Yeah, it's
vacancy.
gone. Like
it's
vacant.
Maybe.
It's gone.
No, fully. There's no gods here.
Also, we don't know the depth of like his powers. I mean,
He
let's
also said he wasn't
discuss
trying
it.
to kill us.
That's true.
Maybe.
I was like, I'd rather have the discussion inside. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't think it fucking matters. He can probably hear us wherever, but like,
I am begging, can we please talk inside, away from the
Fine.
prying eyes of this, no offense, sir, but very, very old man.
Why would I be offended?
Some do. Some take offense. Anyway, can we talk? Game, please?
I guess we go back inside.
let's go back to the room. Is that okay? Can we go to the room? Like,
You may.
all right, thank you.
I don't like that he just knew what the room meant.
Yeah, he did. He did know that.
I will say,
He's-
you all observe a very strange situation, giving you a small hint of what's going on. The moment Midas begins walking, even though he appears to be standing still, he appears to be phasing to keep an exact distance from Midas.
Oh,
Wait, what?
So, for example, I'm
Any
going to move
step I
Matteo.
take, he takes.
This is what happens.
Any step I take, he takes.
And he is not, I do want to be clear, he is not walking.
He's
I don't like that. He is inevitable.
Is this like an astral projection or what?
Oh, this is an illusion.
You don't know what it is.
So, can he come inside? Is he allowed inside to the building?
He specifically said he wouldn't come inside.
Not thoroughly
Well, he
tested.
said we were allowed in.
All right. Well, I'd like for us all to go to the room, trying not to be bothered by the creepy man who follows without moving.
You step back into the destroyed temple. I assume you shut the doors?
Yes.
Sure.
Shut the doors.
Okay. You know, I think we should really do what that thing told us, what that thing told you to do, Midas.
Yeah,
I
I
think
hate-
that might be a smart decision right now.
I
To
hate.
clarify
the
by
new,
thing, do we mean the...
I hate the new Herald as much as the next guy, but I am in no mood for whatever that is right
I
now.
feel like we should just
Look.
see what happens.
Here's
the-
my take. Okay? We have just seen what these fuckers can do. Okay?
yeah.
Like in full goddamn force.
Mhm.
We can't handle that smoke right now. Okay?
Nope.
We can't. We just
Nope.
can't.
Nope.
I
This is not
think
This is not a fight worth having.
Nope.
This is we need to cut our fucking losses.
We
and-
got our asses beat by a mushroom. Like, I'm,
if
I'm not-
if
Man, these rooms were in fact shit.
if you look, if we're gonna lose it anyway, don't you want to see what happens?
yeah, let's. Are we all voting? I vote. Give it to the man.
I mean, it's well. I'm saying that the hand gear you just picked up that doesn't seem to play very well with a certain storage item we have. I say store the things it told you to store in there quick, see what happens, and then give the dagger to the man.
No, he's not here for that dagger. He's here for the lightning dagger.
Yeah, but
yeah,
once
but
we
I'd
do
assume
that,
when it
he
says-
knows we have something else of
But
great power.
I don't think he
So-
wants the.
They were specifically told not to try and retrieve that.
Yeah,
We learned
Not
that
the
from Dragon.
gauntlets. They weren't said. It was.
No.
about
They don't know
the
about the gauntlets. as
Yeah,
far
they
as
don't
we
know about the gauntlets. So what if they try and take that?
They're not
I-
going after the Viridian dagger. They're going after
Yeah.
the lightning dagger. That's what he wants
Right.
right now.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why I'm saying why not just
I
put
have-
them in the gauntlets and then take them out of the gauntlets and give it to him.
I have a better idea.
What do you got?
So let's just recap real quick, right? We came to a druid temple. We woke up the Druid's god.
Not the Druid's god. Not the Druid's god. It was the antithesis. It's the one they kept. I don't think it was the Purifier. I think it was the lawful one. Am I correct in this?
What?
I want to clarify.
was-
Which one?
It was like
thought
an
it was definitely
axiomite
the
type thing.
Purifier. I thought it was definitely the Purifier.
It was lawful, right? That's why they hated it. Or
Purifier?
no, the thing that got out.
They said it was
From-
evil.
But
They didn't say it
evil
was
to them
lawful.
could also consider I keep saying primordial, the Purifier. It was evil in the fact of taking down literal centuries of work.
But there's also the chance that it's evil to them in terms of being lawful or more
Okay.
prone to civilization.
When it handed the
Regardless-
gauntlets, didn't it say "return my talons" or something like that? I mean, it's
It
definitely
did.
the Purifier.
Yes, it is absolutely Purifier. Okay, anyway, hear me out. We woke up the Purifier. I am going to say that is the Purifier. I am absolutely confident. We woke that thing up, and we just realized what it ordered these druids to do. They put it away for a reason. And we just fucked all that up. So I say, my idea here is instead of giving it to him now, we go back to the town or set up a congregation with these druids. Go out, go talk to them.
What
Maybe
do
in
you
some
think
neutral
he's
ground.
trying to what do you think he's trying to retrieve right now?
The lightning dagger.
Yes. Okay. He's not gonna let us leave until he gets that. I think that's what he
Yeah.
was saying.
I don't think he's for let's go have a team meeting at a later date. That doesn't seem his prerogative.
He is here to get that or kill us.
Wait,
We can ask.
if I may, if it was the Purifier, we're certain about that. What was that thing that escorted us down there? That didn't seem very purification. That seemed more like cordial.
The
I don't
the mushroom?
being chaos aligned keeps you from
No,
being
there was like
No.
a presence or an essence that like led us
it-
to the room.
Well, it was
Yeah, it was
absolutely him.
Yeah.
It didn't seem very,
It's being cordial because Midas has the dagger.
but it didn't seem like the Purifier.
We're
It wasn't
having,
like
way too long of a discussion right now. What I don't get is, what did the Purifier, like if we're going with that was the Purifier, what did he hope to gain by showing us how the druids turned against him? Because I mean, it certainly didn't sway my opinion to be for him in any way.
It swayed me in the opposite.
Exactly.
But that's why I'm thinking it wasn't the Purifier, right? I mean, because that didn't seem like the Purifier. What do we think the Purifier looks like? It looks like this four-legged thing, correct?
With talons?
Well, we know
Hold on,
it got
just making-
vanished. It got sealed, so I mean, who knows what it looks like after being sealed.
I do want to ask GM, what was the thing that escorted us downstairs? What did it look like?
Are you referring? You're not referring to the mushroom. You're referring to the presence.
The presence.
You never saw it. You only heard it.
Oh. Ah, I see.
Telling you, the whole retrieve my talons, like I don't see it being. I mean, I guess multiple things can have talons. Don't get me wrong, I got talons, but I don't
Wait.
know.
Do you want to dig out the gauntlets quick and just see the religious presence of it?
I'm afraid
Marivin?
phase shifter over
Right.
there will probably get to us before we get the chance.
Well, he's giving us the time to talk. It's probably fine.
Yeah,
And
but
I'm
the
gonna
moment
be
we
hon-
try and do something that he doesn't like, I don't think he'll just let it happen.
Well, there's no guarantee, and honestly, he can probably hear all of this through the door. Let's be honest, that door's like
Yeah.
half a
Yeah.
sheet of rock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna peek through one of the broken wooden holes that's in the door.
Hold on,
Okay.
let's check. Yep, it's still there.
It's still there. Okay. Midas, they are your daggers. If you say to give them to him, or give the lightning one to him, I will agree. I think that we should still at least offer a formal congregation.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he insists on taking it first, then we can use it as a sign of goodwill. Maybe we can meet them in a territory that's not filled with giant thorny vines and killer mushrooms.
When I touched the gauntlets, you said that they were swaying me. Like, you said they were just drawing me to seek out the different daggers and put them into the gauntlets, right?
When you picked it up, you heard a voice in your head say, "Retrieve my talons," and it brought your eyes to a slot that is dagger blade sized.
Find my pages.
Return the daggers or suffer the curse.
Oh my god, the Purifier Slender Man. Anyway, may I...
I mean, while it might not be what I want, I say the safest option is just to give him the dagger.
May
We can try and reconvene.
May I plead just one last time for Moravaint to at least look at the religious juju of them?
I will pull them out and juju on that beat.
Get
Clear, you're looking at the gauntlets?
Yes.
Yeah, when he pulls out the gauntlets, does anything happen on the other end of the door?
No. You said no response when the daggers are pulled out. Moravaint, you do see... Okay, alright, I'm gonna clarify. I'm gonna say two things. One, these are definitely a religious item. The religion is definitely druidic. The runes are definitely written in druidic. Because they are written in druidic and it is druidic magic, you know knowledge religion is not the correct knowledge roll to check for knowledge.
You know what?
druid
That's
magic.
so fair. How's my nature looking? Mid at best, but fuck it. I'm judging it.
You are
I think I
not
rolled
able
the right
to
one.
identify the magic that is on it. Does
What do
anyone
the
else have
runes
knowledge
say?
nature?
No.
Nope, not even a little.
Hold on. You, like, three of you can read Druidic, though, right?
Yes, but reading arcane runes is not the same thing as reading normal language.
Nah, that's fair. Well,
Well, that's all I got. Walks out the door with the dagger that he somehow has now. Honestly, you could just put the dagger in the gauntlets now.
that's what I was saying, but I was told
And
no.
then are we giving them the gauntlets?
Yeah.
No, just take the
no. What
dagger
if you
out of
want-
the gauntlet. It's a
What if we
holding
can't?
space.
What
It's
if we
extra
can't?
dimensional.
All right. Fuck it. Give me the fucking gauntlet.
Hold on,
I'm gonna
test
hand
the
him one of the
burning
gauntlets.
dagger. Test the bone one first, then, just in case.
Don't do that.
Why
well,
not?
no, because then we
sounds
could
like a
give the
good
electric
idea.
one. If the bone
I
one
like
doesn't
that
come back
idea.
out,
I
we
feel
can
like
still
that's
give
a
the
fair
electric one.
compromise. Give me put the bone dagger in the gauntlet. Fuck it.
Explodes.
The bone dagger is magnetically attuned. It does not go into the gauntlet.
Oh my god.
I knew it. I knew the bone dagger was gonna be separate from these fucking things.
I didn't.
Well,
Do you want to try the electric one?
If you
Fif-
do this, we are fighting
all right.
this guy. I hope
I
you know
am
that.
flipping a fucking coin right now, like in the game and in real life.
I feel like there's a 50. I feel like there's
In the game, in real life, heads.
70-30.
Oh wait. No, I got a real coin. Stay that die.
But I got the highest roll.
No, fuck that die. Heads,
I got a nat 2.
heads. We put it in the gauntlet. Tails, we don't. It's in the air. And it is heads. Put it in the gauntlet.
Motherfucker. All right.
All right,
I'm in support of this.
it's gamer time.
As you insert the lightning dagger into the blade, your left pinky finger in the gauntlet on the left hand would suddenly change, and the scales would become blue along it. When you close your hand,
What? Yeah.
when you close your hand and it makes contact with the palm, you would feel it generate a shock of electricity, and the lightning dagger would appear in your hand. More importantly, you now feel more attuned to this dagger.
Okay. Okay.
When you
So we-
release your grip slightly, the dagger disappears.
Okay.
Now,
So
can you pull
can
it out of the gauntlet?
Obviously, can it be disconnected from the gauntlet?
Are you going to try to remove it?
Yeah.
As you try to remove it, you are able to generate it. You do notice that as it is in your hand, you can see a small showing of the hilt along the slot in the dagger. And as you remove it, it would seem to phase out of your hand and into your other, causing the scales to go back to their normal color and seeming to remove it from the gauntlet.
Okay, so now we know what it does. I still vote to give it to him. That's my opinion. I don't know about everybody else, but that did not change my opinion as far
I
as.
mean, no, I was just wanting to see what the gauntlet did.
All right,
I don't
we
think there's
saw.
any way we don't give this to him,
All
right?
right, now let's go give it to him. Put
Or is it-
the gauntlets back in the bag of holding. Decision is made.
And hold on. Should I
The
throw
gauntlets
like
do
a
not go in the
pebble
bag
at
of
him?
holding.
He seemed like he was a little illusory. Should we try and throw a pebble at him, maybe?
Throw a
No.
pebble at him. Tell
Well,
him
he's
it's an
not.
experiment.
He's not
Hey,
gonna hate
yeah,
if a pebble's
Don't
thrown at him.
aggro the box.
Well, he's not gonna kill us if a pebble gets thrown at him.
We don't
He
know
fucking might. You
What
know
if
how
he
No,
ages
Foster's
us by
was-
how old man is?
What if he ages us by 20 years? I don't want that to happen either. Like,
Fucking checking out the door.
We do not. We do. We do. That's so funny. We do not need to. I'm not finishing that joke.
Hold on. You know what? Let's ask him. Can I ask him? I'm on the brink of death anyway.
yeah, fuck it. You ask him.
Great.
Preface it by saying we're giving him the dagger.
Hold on. Let me hit him with a. Hey, Foster.
Yes.
Can I throw a pebble at you?
He's eating something.
He's got a
eating
pineapple.
that.
He's eating a granola bar.
Why do you want to throw a pebble at me?
To make sure you're not an illusion.
He reaches out and pokes your mech. Rust
That-
begins to spread along your mech.
Oh my god! let me pick up like a pebble from the ground and throw it anyway.
Throw the pebble. It bounces off his robe.
Great, thank you.
All right, I've
Yeah,
made
he's
my
real.
decision. Is everybody else like in agreement? We're
Shut
good.
the fucking door on him.
You fuckers are gonna be the death of me. You know that.
You rusted my mech.
If it's not the mushrooms.
All right, I think we're in agreement.
Damage was
I mean,
dealt
it's
to mech
your dagger.
appropriately.
Oh man.
Oh,
What's wrong with my neck?
What's wrong with my arm?
That son of a bitch did a lot of damage.
all right.
Well,
I'll
anyway.
proceed to walk out holding the lightning dagger, and I'll give it to him.
As you
Making
walk out, he
sure
moves
to-
at an equal pace backwards by phasing.
Huh.
Wait a minute.
What?
He maintains perfect 30 feet from Midas at all times.
Should I just set this down and us go? Is that okay?
I can
You're
hand it
giving
to
me
him.
permission to pick it up. He approaches by 5 feet.
I'm gonna take a step
Are you
up.
a fuck-
Midas,
are
do
you
you
a
want me to?
I don't want to touch that guy. Yeah, you go ahead.
I'll grab the dagger and start walking towards him.
Moravaint,
walking
watch
towards him.
out.
He would
Well-
look at you. He appears to not even move. He just turns and looks at you.
That's fine. I'm going to hold out the dagger for him very carefully, and holding as close to the tip as of the dagger as I can, so that he doesn't even accidentally graze me.
He reaches out and gently takes the dagger from your hand.
I'm
He says,
immediately
"That was
taking a step
much-
back.
That was much less violent
Did you
than I
wanna-
was warned.
Did you want to talk to him about reconvening Moravaint?
Well, I didn't exactly get a helpful answer from everybody else.
I said I was okay with it. I think things need to be discussed.
Okay. Foster, I assume after this you are going back to the circle.
Yes, I was ordered to return with the dagger.
Would you be able to set up a meeting of some sort? Preferably in neutral territory?
Why haven't you taken this up with Bramble?
Well, one, I don't know where Bramble's at. We haven't seen him in a while. And two, we just talked about it.
Foster would look around for a little bit before gesturing in a direction and say, that way.
For
Right
Bramble?
now?
Bramble is that way. And he points
Oh.
northwest.
Well, that could be a lot of ways. Or, like, a long distance.
It isn't. He's that way.
I want to go right now.
Like a mile, or?
Like he could hit you with an arrow.
Son of a
Wait,
bitch.
what?
Okay, that could mean anywhere from here to like 4,000 feet. I've seen the traps he sets up. He flicks a finger and suddenly something's gone a mile down away.
Are you all here?
He could almost hit you with a spear.
I'm gonna look behind the mech. I'm no longer comfortable.
You look past the mech, and you would see hints of glowing mushrooms through the trees.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I think
These
he was
fuckers-
waiting to see if it went bad.
This fucker had a trap set up for us. These deceptive motherfuckers.
Wait a minute, Bramble was following you for, like, that whole time?
No, I think he only caught up today.
Oh.
What about the rest?
Hmm?
Wait,
I believe Aros is in the mountains. Last I checked, Quake had returned to Stonefell. I believe. He left after our meeting. Or their meeting? I don't know, I wasn't present.
So,
Bramble woke up after I left. I guess he took interest.
so in other words, we take it up with Bramble, not you.
Want entrance into his territory? You speak with him.
Hey, Bramble.
Foster would turn and begin walking away about 5 foot a turn.
how the fuck did he catch up to us so quickly? Thought he was supposed to be slow.
I thought he was
He's
like a
walking
week
at
away.
5 foot a turn.
5 feet a second. 6 seconds. Every 6
Yeah.
5 feet every 6
Oh.
seconds.
Never mind. That registered in my brain after I said it. Like
Me
six.
too. Me too.
I swear he was like 2 weeks away.
Well, we also saw.
I mean,
how
that
he
is very slow. Like, even you guys' walking pace is probably 3 times that. He is very slow.
No.
He's
I'm aware. I realized what you had said after I had responded incredulously. I'm gonna stop talking now. Please, someone keep talking.
we're
Everybody
waiting for
remain
Bramble to
silent.
answer. I called for him.
after Foster has successfully gotten some distance, you would hear some rustling, and out of one of the trees would drop Bramble. Now, you would identify him by a few of his features and the armaments he's carrying. However, you would notice that most of his actual physical features have changed. While when you first met him, he was mostly humanoid, and since then he'd become more half-elven, he appears to have become full elven.
Oh.
Bramble.
So I was correct in my assumption that Eowyn eventually became the new Bramble. Yes.
You've made that assumption, but you have not confirmed it in any way.
Cool. Continue.
Okay.
But then Bramble also he's now the new Teddy.
Okay,
wait,
can
no,
I
no, he's
look
not.
at
No, he's not.
Bramble
Bramble's
and
not Teddy.
remember the vision we just had? Is it the same person, but one an elf? With that being the
You'd
only
be
difference.
trying to compare a 500-year-old elf or a 12-year-old human? They
He
don't.
was
Those two
12?
things.
I thought he was like a. Oh, I did not know this.
He was
a
like
child.
12 to 14. He was really young.
I thought this was
I thought he was like 20.
like a
Yeah.
guy in his like 20s or 30s.
No, I
was
said he was
picturing-
like a
He was in his
child or a
20s.
young teenager. He is very young. Eowyn was a child.
I was picturing like 17. Damn.
No, young teenager, if that.
Okay.
I'm like, you wouldn't know. Like, there's no way of telling that.
That they were the same person because, like, you mentioned that it was like A. I thought he was already older, and B. You mentioned that it was Teddy's apprentice, and I remember that being a thing.
It has been confirmed that Bramble was an apprentice under Teddy. You're not sure if it is the same apprentice.
Okay.
You are aware that Teddy has
I-
had multiple apprentices.
This is already too exhausting for me to continue engaging with. Continue.
Okay. Bramble would look over and say, Moravaint. Been a minute.
So, how much of your memory has been overwritten?
I have more memories. I haven't lost mine.
Still not entirely certain how those things work, so figured I'd ask.
You have Teddy's memories. Are you Teddy?
Well, no, but we also don't have his power.
No, you have something else's power. Have you
Does
been
he
consumed by that?
I was gonna say, does he glare at me when he says that?
No, he's looking at the Lucids.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, good. Cool.
Well, I may not be them, but they've certainly changed me.
I'm changed, that's for certain. I should thank you all. You saved my life.
Were they gonna kill you if they didn't get the dagger?
Saved
soon
your
enough?
life.
No, but I would have died. I wasn't immortal.
Saved your life by getting my ass kicked. You're welcome.
I was about to say we didn't save shit. You just kicked our friend's ass and took it.
No, you saved my life by agreeing to the duel.
Well, Bramble.
Regardless, I appreciated it, whether you believe it intentionally or not.
I assume you know what this place is then.
I do. Haven't been here in a while, but I do. I believe you met
Well-
one of my followers on your way in, actually.
The mushroom?
Did we kill
I'm
that
on.
thing?
No, it got out.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes, you met Amon, I believe. Or one of him, I suppose.
Well, we only knew part of what this was. And to put it simply, and in my own words, we fucked up.
I know. I'm aware.
And as you may have heard me mention to Foster, we'd like to sit down and talk with the druids. With all of you.
I wouldn't recommend it. I had
I am of
Amon
the-
watching while you were down there. I believe you were given a vision.
We were.
Mind telling me what it was?
Enough to sway my beliefs opposite of what they were. I, at least personally, wish to make amends of sorts.
May I ask exactly what you saw?
I'm gonna glance over at the rest of the party.
We saw
Anyone-
you and your Gucci gang destroy a city.
I'll say, anyone catch that city's name? Because I was too
It was
busy.
Ember Creek.
I thought it was Honeymead.
No, it was Ember Creek.
The one we
Technically, it
destroyed
was
was-
neither. I am going to jut in here. It was the city that is now known as Ember Creek.
Ember
Right.
Creek, what was listed on the little thing at the top.
Yes, I referred to it as Old Ember Creek because that's what it's referred to now. It is the city that is now wreckage underneath Ember Creek. Ember Creek has been named that because there were a lot of embers there.
Where the
He
fuck
gets
was
the
Ember
gist.
Creek? Oh, Ember Creek was north, right? That's what.
North of
that was
Honeymead.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, no, the Honeymeads got out and then started Honeymead, I'm assuming.
Something similar.
Yes, the family, the Honeymead family is the one who started Honeymead. And to be clear, I'm bringing up the main map so you can. Ember Creek was burned to embers.
Wonder who did that.
When you said you saw your Gucci gang burn down a city, he would slowly nod and say, "You saw Old Ember."
Yes.
If that's what you want to call it.
We also saw the little powwow you had with Teddy. And Eowyn.
Then you should have also seen what Ember is like, and you should be informed that in Teddy's absence, he has come down from his mountain.
I believe that entirely.
Wouldn't he still have had his directive?
Not in the absence of the compass. Or at least
Oh.
there's no one to enforce it.
Oh.
I'm not.
In fact,
exactly,
many of our oaths are, shall we say, weakened.
Wonderful to hear. Brings me so
The
much
only-
fucking hope.
It's the only reason I'm able to be here speaking with you.
I
In
do
fact-
want, if I may, I do want to make sure, Mr. Ember, or no, sorry, Bramble.
Bramble.
I'm a little frazzled. Just to make sure, it is the purifier that was held here, yes?
A fragment of him, yes.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
And all the daggers and our other fragments.
Pieces. There are quite a few pieces. We butchered him.
So, what would he have hoped to achieve by showing us the past? Because I don't think it swayed any of us towards his side. Why
I
do you
doubt
think
he was
he would have
trying
done
to.
that? Well, what
The
do you think he
Purifier
trying to
was
do?
never known for dishonesty. You speak of it like you think it's a person. It isn't. It's
What
a
the fuck
thing.
is it?
It's a primordial force. It's no different than a storm or a volcano. It exists, it has rules, it follows them. In its case, it creates us.
But I mean, it does have wants, doesn't it?
I suppose the same way that a beast wants to eat or fire wants to burn. It has prerogative. One might even
So-
say desires.
You would say that it probably has no ill feelings towards y'all for doing what you did to it?
Well, I don't imagine a dog would be happy if you stabbed it, but I suppose it probably... If it was whole, maybe it would have feelings towards us, but... Its fragments only have pieces of its memory. It's not a complete thing.
And I assume you at least probably want to keep it separated.
That was Teddy's final command to us. Some of us would like to keep it.
I know I would like it.
Others not so much, I would imagine.
No. Ember
That,
never agreed with the order.
Yeah, that Ember fellow, I'm not exactly his biggest fan.
Would Ember turn on you?
Ember would burn me down if he saw me. If he thought he could get away with it.
And the rest?
Give or take. Some he wouldn't have issue with. I doubt he has any issue with Tempest. But the more, what'd you say, civilized of us, he would cut us down.
So Quake, Bramble, Harold.
He would have killed Harold, old Harold. New Harold, I'm not so much, or Abros, call him. He's trying to take
Not
the
Herald
title.
yet.
Not Herald yet, though. He may be soon. I don't know if Ember would fight Quake. They never really got along, but they're not as different as you might think. It seems you got to know them pretty well.
Better than we'd like.
I don't like the things I saw. They are, felt more familiar than I care to admit.
Then you understand why I protect Honeymead.
Yeah. Speaking
What's
of
your
honey-
take?
Hmm?
On the Purifier. What's your take?
Never met him. Would prefer not to.
Prefer
Would
to
much
keep
rather
him.
honor Teddy's last order. Of course, I'll be bound by my oath, whatever they convince the new compass to decide, that's what we'll go by. Wouldn't have too much choice.
I have to say I share the same opinion. I would like to gather those of us who share the same and try to figure out a plan for that. Because quite frankly, as I said, we fucked up.
Then I strongly recommend you stop making enemies of druids.
Maybe stop making enemies of the world.
I think that us giving the dagger away, not by force, is a good start, huh?
Well,
Gotta win some
coercion.
favor with Foster and perhaps Aros, if he's not upset that he already had to fight you once to get it.
Fuck that guy.
And
Then
failed.
again, once Harold's personality gets put in, who knows what he'll be like.
Oh, God.
all are
I
familiar
can't believe
with
I'm saying
Harold's.
this. I'd prefer obnoxious over being an ass.
But we
Well,
did.
you are all very familiar
murder
with
him.
Harold's dominant
Yes.
personality.
Unmistakable.
Now I am.
I heard you already met with Gilder. You made a good impression from what I heard.
I hope so. I like to think so.
He didn't seem to hate us.
But Tempest has already tried to kill you. And Ember would.
Wait, what?
Who do you think sent
When-
the Kraken?
Oh, you mean Torrent?
Oh.
Torrent, sorry. That was a GM mistake. Sorry, Torrent.
Yep.
Sorry.
Why do you send the Kraken after them?
He
I
liked
wasn't here.
Harold, and we killed Harold.
Oh, neat.
When you kill someone's partner in crime, so to speak, they tend to hold a grudge.
Partner. Well,
Incredible.
sorry, that was me.
fucking May was just like,
Huh? Gay?
wait,
Did I hear
fucking-
queer? Like rats?
No, Torrent and Harold spent a lot of time working together. Probably the closest of our group. Well, besides maybe Foster and Ember, they spent a lot of time together.
Yes, but Foster was the one who made the weapons for y'all to weaken
I'm sorry.
Purifier.
Hold on, I cut out a lore drop. Foster and Ember?
Yes, he said that possibly the only people the only people who worked together more than Torrent and Harold were Foster and Ember.
Did you hear the
Oh,
response
yeah,
I
they work
made?
together more. No.
I said, but Foster was the one who made the weapons to weaken the purifier.
Yes, he was. Foster has a unique position amongst the druids. He, well, quite frankly, he has no place amongst the fighting. He has no purpose for the fighting. As far as, You've all heard the phrase, unstoppable force?
Mm-hmm.
He's slow-moving, but he tends to get the job done. I've never even seen him wounded.
Glad we
Not
didn't try to
many
fight
men.
him then.
He wasn't supposed to kill you, but
If he had to.
I'll say,
That sounds like-
regardless, we already had a
Sounds like
long
something
day.
he doesn't.
I wouldn't recommend trying to call a meeting right now, at least not in bulk. It's not a good idea of putting you and Ember in the same room. Especially you, Matteo, no offense.
Why me specifically?
You have a tendency to rub people the wrong way, and if you rub Ember the wrong way, people tend to end up dead.
Yeah, that's fair. From what I've seen, I fucking hate that guy.
The problem is, even if he couldn't kill you, he'd just burn a village on his way home.
Ugh. Just let us do one. Just let us do one more.
One more what?
Just let us kill one more druid.
You kill Ember, you're gonna have other problems.
We managed
Like
to.
fucking like everyone hates him.
Oh, they do. But do you know what happens if you shut down volcanic activity?
Oh,
Oh my god, you're
You
turning
know-
God.
into
Like Harold
such...
controlled the like the weather.
Ooh, yeah,
I
that'd be
guess
real
that's
bad.
fair.
Imposing on Quake's territory a little there.
I told you they're not so different. They used to work together for big projects.
Oh, we saw.
No, you already messed up the storms bad enough. Then again, you brought me back, so the forests are alive again.
And
Win some, you
soon,
lose some.
soon the winds will return as well.
For better or worse. Though I'm
It's still insane to
concerned.
me that you guys being alive is what keeps nature fucking functioning. That seems like a massive oversight.
More controlled. You know how chaotic Orsha can be.
I suppose that's fair.
We just
Yeah,
pick
it's
up
just-
a little bit of the chaos.
It's nature on this continent only, right?
Are you asking me as an actual member of the world?
Yes.
This continent, well, what we're talking about here is not something your average person would know about, but the Imperials can tell you that the Empire has so much control over the natural processes that many of them had never seen a storm.
Yeah, Empire's fucked.
Cringe.
As someone who's played a campaign in the Empire, it's fucked. Shit's weird.
It's a very high magic world.
Alright. You suggest that we don't make a grand meeting. How about some of the ones who share our same sentiment?
Well, if you could convince Gilder to actually show up to a vote, it might help your case. There's also Quake, of course, though my understanding is he's been having a hard time of it lately.
As far as the druids are concerned, we're good now, right? Like, y'all aren't coming after us for anything else. Like, if we wanted to, we can just go fuck off and deal with other shit right now.
You currently don't have any kind of open operations, if that's what you're asking.
Thank fuck, because there's a fucking undead incursion back home, and I've been kind of anxious about it.
That's what I was thinking.
An undead incursion.
Yeah, the fucking get ready, Nova.
I don't have it ready.
Oh,
Damn. Yeah, for the past while, the fucking Necrotech's been boring under the fucking city, and
wow, wow,
it's a
wow,
whole,
wow.
it's a whole fucking thing.
I got it.
I thought
They,
you were just gonna do the rat.
Rat.
I had to load up voice mod and switch my sound over to voice mod.
But we, if I may, we could set up meetings with more amicable druids, but wouldn't that kind of just be preaching to the choir?
A little bit.
If
You
we're
already had
offering
people
to
voting
help.
for you.
Yeah, I feel like the ones to go after
You know,
would be more
I-
Torrent.
Honestly, could feel like going without seeing a druid for a bit. No offense, Bramble.
Anyway, I came
think
to
I
make sure
got
Fluff
enough
wouldn't kill you.
enough
all I-
druid experience in our little past visit that we just had.
That's reasonable. I just tried to come and make sure you didn't die. That, and I heard Amon got injured. And I check.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. If I had known he was one of yours, I probably would have been a little less.
I went through his memories. I know what happened.
Yeah, he did try to kill us. And I got jumped by fungus.
It was a misunderstanding. Amon isn't when there's only one of him in an area, he doesn't have the best senses or processing. So he wasn't fully aware of what was going on. He was concerned you were a threat. You convinced him you weren't. You let him in, and then things got bad. Now you're a threat. You understand?
In his defense, we did, well, you know, just not on purpose.
You did pull out a relic that I told him to attack on sight, unfortunately.
Yeah, just not on purpose.
Yeah, that fortunate coincidence.
I guess I should also be specific. I didn't order him to do that. I ordered him to do that. Old me. Bramble is a standing.
Yes,
My apology.
I assumed.
I'm still
He
cleaning
seemed a
up
little
on-
out of your time.
I've been meeting with him a lot. He's just glad to have someone back. Anyway, for what it's worth, I'm glad you're not dead.
With who a lot? I'm sorry.
He said he's been meeting with Amon a lot.
Okay.
But
I'm glad we're not dead too.
Yeah, me too.
Well, you'll be welcome to come to the Old Woods, though tread with caution. I won't kill you, but I'm not the only one.
Well,
Gonna keep it real with you. Probably won't be there for a while. There's a lot of shit going on here.
For what it's worth, I tried to vote against.
okay, now you got me
Duly
worried.
noted. Wait, against collecting the dagger or against something else?
Collecting the dag, putting the hit.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't have my position when they held the vote. I think Ember did that intentionally.
Probably.
I'm
That
sure the
jackass.
bitch did.
Anyway, there's no more of a steady hold. I would advise you watch your back, though. I'm not sure how much new Herald is going to hold a grudge. And the new one's going to be stronger than the old one.
Why is that?
Because Aros was stronger than what Herald used to be.
Huh. Mildly terrifying, but alright, thanks for the heads up. Fuck!
Aros is an elemental before he's Herald. He's already
Oh.
powerful.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We just added fuel to a fire.
Alright, well, Thank you for the heads up. And, sorry again about the mushroom guy.
No, he's alive and well. You can kill a mushroom, but he'll just be eaten by the others.
That's
Terrifying.
terrifying.
Come on, they're a hive mind. There's a lot of them. You did
Well,
know
yeah,
that,
it doesn't
right?
make it any less terrifying.
Well, if you see another one, good luck.
We'll try to talk to it first. Again.
Oh, and I thought you might like to know. Last I checked, the stump is doing quite well.
Oh, nice.
That definitely takes a weight off of my shoulders.
What?
I swung
my
by after I
conscience.
woke.
What did you just say?
The stump is doing well.
Oh, the stone. That's nice.
Remember when that was our fucking quest hub?
I
Man,
can't wait to go back.
horse. Anyway,
I need to be heading out. Foster is no longer a threat to you, so should be fine on that regard. If you see a storm, you know what to do.
well, we can't
Sit back
run
and wait
from
because
him.
he's gonna show up anyway.
Oh wait, seek shelter is probably the action there.
Shelter's a
And
good
trees.
idea, but as I'm sure you've noticed, he doesn't like fair fights.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of your folk don't.
I'd say no honor amongst thieves, but as far as I'm aware, we don't have any of those. I really must be going. I need to get back before Ember burdens something.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, you go do that.
He
Send
would
my regards.
turn away and jump up into the trees. The moment he is up in the trees, you no longer hear movement.
Terrifying.
Well,
I need a
My
drink
muscles
and a
hurt.
nap. Let's fucking go.
Real.
can I please have one of those syringes? My muscles are atrophying.
Me first.
What do you mean,
My
you
mus-
first?
My muscles are atrophying.
Just real quick, what's your max health again?
60?
Yeah, percentage-wise, I'm worse than you.
I'm talking more about the strength damage I've incurred.
Oh yeah?
I think this.
How about mine?
How much have you taken?
I'm taking 1 strength and 3 dex.
I've taken 2 strength and 1 dex. Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
As you are leaving, I am going to open up one more thing for a knowledge roll. The rust is magical. Would anyone like to use roll knowledge nature?
The one guy that has it.
Here you go. Merry Christmas.
You are able to identify 2 things about that magic. And those 2 things are 2 different spheres.
Yeah.
What he used is a combination of time and creation.
Man, cast create bullshit on your fucking mech.
Or, like, create water and then just oxidize.
create time.
Actually, it's more like the creation spheres alter and time to make it, like, decay faster.
It is worth noting that Alter has 2 versions, repair and destroy.
Ah, fuck. My poor mech.
And time can enhance, slow down, or pause the decay.
Yeah, how bad was the damage?
I don't... Did it have any damage before you took damage off?
No, it did not.
Yeah, it took about a quarter of its health.
I do also want to clarify that that particular variant of creation, just for everybody's sake, is a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to be fighting druids anymore. They've gotten stronger.
But the
That's
problem
what I
is
was
they're going to
thinking.
keep getting stronger. And if they turn evil again, we're fucked.
Oh, actually, GM, there's something I want to talk to you about after the game, out of curiosity.
Okay.
Yeah. It
Does
just
anyone
felt
else have
better.
any more things before you all are heading back to Crowview?
Nope.
No.
They have to go pick up their shit. All right. Well, we're gonna pick up from Crowview next session.
Oh.
Isn't it Wildmoor?
No, it's
No,
Crowview.
Wildmoor is where all the tribes are. Crowview is where the blacksmith is that you got all the Sigatite for.
Gotcha.
Unless they go through the woods. Scribbler's yelling at me how you have to go through Wildmoor unless you go through the woods. Well, you went through the woods to get here.
No, we went through the road and then cut through the woods.
Oh, did you go
thought
through the
we were,
road and
like,
cut through the
here.
woods? I don't remember. Yeah, you're like down here somewhere in this area.
Yeah, so we went through here, maybe, but like, yeah. Then we just cut through the woods.
Oh, okay. So Shelby is saying that the path was this road, part of this road, and then down into here.
That's what I had thought.
I don't
Well, I
remember.
think
If
that's
we went
fucking
through
stupid.
Wildell and Wildmoor, we skipped past them. You guys just went on through.
Have you
I don't
been
think we
paying
went
attention,
through
Cat? Do
Wildmoor.
you know where we are? Because I
I
fucking
don't think we went through Wildmoor.
Yeah,
I
is this
can
real?
almost guarantee we went through Wildmoor.
It's possible you
we
went
cooking,
through and
chat?
that we just skipped through. It's possible you never actually stopped.
Yeah,
it.
we skipped
It was
it.
literally, there's just a sentence that says you guys took this route. You guys did not stop in any of the towns before we got to the Druid
okay.
stuff.
So you just took the
It
road
was just
through them.
It's just the Google Maps directions. Is what I
Okay.
have recorded.
We took the I-90.
I
We're
mean,
off
there
to
was
see the
no
Druids.
way. There was no way we were succeeding against that fight against what the
No.
fuck.
We weren't
Like, I mean-
supposed to.
No, that's what I'm saying. Even if like we wanted with all of our might to keep that dagger, it was not happening. Like it was not fucking happen.
If I may answer as a GM as we're shutting down the stream. Yeah.
Never mind, goodbye. You don't get the closing argument.
Have a good night, everybody.
Get
Get
out.
the fuck out! Go to bed!
Oh,
Get
Leave.
good sleep,
Love you,
fuckers.
chat. Goodbye.